Q&A session, yeah, because we collected questions from the community to you, yeah. So, and the best active member of the community will get the rewarded the book about investment into fashion, into venture capital investment, into fashion industry, what we call smart fashion, yeah. So, okay, we can start. Hello, everyone. The day 2 of Meadows Fashion Week and Smart Fashion Summit. We are happy to announce that we have Dr. Marta Boeckenfeld, and she is a visionary leader in digital transformation with an extensive background in finance and future technology, including senior roles at UBS, BlackRock, and UniCredit. So not every day you meet people like you. Thank you for your experience and for your vision of future, of your innovative ideas and like how to apply them to fashion. We are more than happy to see you here. And we know that as the founder of Martaverse, yeah, so it's an innovative platform merging education and immersive experiences. And you are, the same moment, co-founder of Femitopia, the champions technology's positive impact on society. So that's this very important point. People sometimes miss it, yeah, this connection of humanity side and technology side and fashion. Fashion is like, it's not just the industry, it's not just brands, it's not just about selling products, yeah. It's what makes us humans, yeah, these elevated humans. And Dr. Marta is one of the top 100 women of the future. So we have the whole bunch of value, yeah, of everything very important for us. We have the end of 2024 like as a challenging year for fashion industry, and we hope that there is some hope in 2025. Yeah, so in this connection of humanity, technology, financial engineering, which is very important, and fashion. Yeah, so happy us. Please, Dr. Marta, like tell us your ideas, vision, share it, and then we'll ask you questions from our community, and please answer them. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot for this beautiful invitation, and also a beautiful, it's always embarrassing almost when you hear someone else talking about yourself. So I'm also a United Nations Peace Ambassador, and as you said, I've been nominated in particular for my work in the intersection of humanity and also technology. And today I would like to take you on a journey. Let me just quickly share that when I call my talk "Fashion is in the Air," it's a bit like magic is in the air, and how fashion, and in particular the metaverse and avatars, can help us with our well-being. And my strong belief is that we are, some people, as you described it, don't even see that connection. So we miss completely this opportunity we have. So let me just. 1 second, please. 1 second.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I want to say, yeah, so I missed to say last but not least that Dr. Marta, yeah, she's the like United Nations Sustainable Development Goals representative of this group. Yeah, so she's an ambassador of United Nations. So it's very, very important. Yeah, and happy us.
Okay, so let me share my presentation, and apologies for the break. So this is just as we are humans, things happen. If you have a dog and a mother just coming home, it's like, then you have a little party here. Okay, so let me just start and take you on this journey. And let me start to also what my passion is. So my passion is really education. That's my focal point. I'm at different universities, at different faculty. Why I'm saying that? Because I know, and we all know, that education is not only for fun, but is having a strong impact on society. So a lot of the work I do, even in advisory with executives or in collaborations like we do today, is for education. So to bring people closer to the future and to bring everyone along. The creation is also another part. So I'm very fortunate. I have a nephew who's very talented in a digital agency, and we create content, AI content. So the other point, which is important for me, that I'm not only talking in theory about what the future is, but that I'm living it. So that's why my virtual space, that's why also AI. My big mission is to lead with future tech, to inspire global change and to really empower the future. So give people the possibility to be part of this future. And as we talk about people, let's also get some data about people. The most important we have is not technology. The most important is people, and technology serves people. And when we look at some of the statistic, what's going on, then we see that we have 9.7 people in particular rising in 2050 to nearly 10 billion in less developed countries. So that's not a good signal. And we also have a lot of skilled workers shortage. We know that when people are getting sick, and we have more and more people who have to support older people, and we have huge differences. Mental health, and that's what I want to focus on today in terms of what fashion can do, what beauty can do, what avatars can do, what the metaverse can do. Mental health is something which is also unfortunately on the rise. We have more burnouts, we have more people living also on top of this with overweight, obesity, we have more people with diabetes. And a lot of the things have to do with how we see the environment and how we live in this environment. So it's not about only nutrition, which has a big part, but also mental health disorders, because we have very challenging times. Education is not only my passion, but is really driving prosperity. So globally, more and more people have access to higher education, but again, defined to certain countries. And we see that the more education we have and the more we learn, the more also we can drive growth. Technology and innovation are strongly connected with this. I'm fortunate, I live in Switzerland. Switzerland is always top number one in innovation, and not only because we are a small country, but we have a big focus on research and in healthcare, for example, and at universities in technology. So let's imagine a future where the limits of today are really the starting point of tomorrow. So let's see what kind of possibilities we have, and that the future is already here and not so far away. So if we look at technologies like AI, biotechnology, quantum computing, these are just not innovations in my view. They're really gateways to completely new possibilities that we didn't see before. Looking at also this big change and the fear a lot of people have, I like to start with a quote from Lao Tzu. If you realize that all things change, there's nothing you will try to hold on to. If you aren't afraid of dying, there's nothing you can't achieve. So let's just say we also have to learn to unlearn, and let's start from something new and start with the beauty and the brain. And what happens when we look at beauty? And there's very clear research called neuroaesthetics and the neurobiologic of beauty. When we see something beautiful, our brain immediately reacts to this. And an anecdote maybe, which is funny as well, we're not only fashion, but also mathematical beauty. When mathematicians experience beauty, if they see a beautiful formula, then the brain reacts and has serotonin, where you feel very happy. When you see, and I would say nice clothes always depends on nice people. Nice people very often are people who are content with themselves and not only have features which are perfect. It's the opposite. We see that with a lot of AI generated photos which are so perfect that we don't see the beauty in it. We have a certain feeling for beauty which completely relates also to the brain. Always remember that. And your brain is a network of neurologic connections and immediately switches on when you see something. So seeing, hearing, touching is very important. We call this neuroaesthetic responses. Aesthetic experiences activate the brain, get open pathways, and also emotionally regulate us. We also have emotional resonance. So beauty, also, if I want to evoke empathy, if I want to amplify feelings, this is very, very important to create beauty, which doesn't mean, as I mentioned, the total perfection, but we have certain criteria what triggers the brain in terms of beauty, depending on the person also you are. And the beauty of the beauty is that you have cognitive enhancements. So creativity is boosted. You also have better problem solving, and you have better mental well-being. So you need to make sure that you surround yourself with beauty. And that was really the beginning of something amazing between the Johns Hopkins Institute and also Google. They created a space for being. And this is part of why it's important also when we talk about not only our spaces we have around us, but the spaces we have in virtual reality to create them in a way of beauty.
The way this project is unusual is that we are actually pursuing a principle. I really believe that form follows feeling, and feeling is really what space and architecture are about. Space actually affects people. Design matters. It's why we spend the time making the decisions we do. Those things that we as designers intuit, neuroscience is now proving have an effect. We'll created an exhibition that is showing design's impact on our biology. The way that I explain neuroaesthetics is really simple. It's basically how your brain changes on the arts. When you have a heightened aesthetic experience, like a piece of music, a sunrise, things that really elevate your everyday experiences, they change you. They change your biology, they change your mood, they change your emotion. I called Suchi Reddy and I said, taking the neuroaesthetic principles, could you create 3 different rooms that would evoke different responses? The goal is to see how people resonate with space and to really find out whether what they think they resonate with is what their body is actually resonating with.
We respond to the aesthetics of our environment, whether we realize it or not. The band can demonstrate with data from the sensors that actually is happening. Heart activity, respiratory activity, skin temperature, skin conductance. We figure out from the data which room is the one that feels the calmest or the most at ease for people.
Where does your physiology feel most peaceful? I think it's what people are searching for. The space between the notes, the place where they can come and just be.
The interiors where we work and where we live have a deep impact on our well-being. We always know that and believed in it, but we haven't been able to quantify it and prove it. You enter a space and it's like, I like it, but why?
This is about data used as a mirror back to yourself. Data is just a bunch of numbers, and we wanted to make it artistic in its expression.
It can be really hard to put an aesthetic experience into words. But suddenly, by combining science and technology, we get a new language.
Selected room 2 as the room that we're the most comfortable.
So we can really see that emotions have, and beauty has a big impact. We all know that intuitively, but we need to bear that in mind when we also design real and virtual spaces. So when we talk about beauty and when we talk about beauty is in the air, then obviously fashion is part of this as well as the spaces. How do we create beauty, and how do we make it that people feel better and have a better well-being? So there is another great project which shows that the experience of a fashion collection prepared by adolescents who had cancer. They created their own fashion show. They created their own fashion. It's called Be Life. And they did something very beautiful with a very famous fashion designer. And through having this opportunity, having cancer, but at the same time creating fashion, that related highly to their well-being and also to their recovery, even in cancer. And the interesting point about this is that you can create beauty in fashion in different ways. And this is another research example, which I love. So there was a research where you had two different signs. So one is, as you can see, more like a star. The other one is like, almost looks like something from nature. And one is named Lumumba and one is named Takete. So if we would ask the audience here, which one is A and which one is B, then 98% would say the left one is Takete and the right one is Lumumba. But why do you say that? Because you immediately connect also shapes with something deeply embedded in your emotions. And this way of looking at it is called Kansai engineering. So you can map all your psychological feelings and also translate this into the product, which is in this case, the fashion. So you don't look at it, it's a super nice piece I want to create. Good creators really look at it, which experience I want to give and which also feeling I want to create. And when you know that, then you can transform your psychology, you can transform your brain, your genetics, and even longevity according to research. So fashion is much, much more than we ever imagined. And the beauty again of fashion is when we use avatars, avatars don't have to be our digital twins, could be, if we go beyond and create some fantastic avatars. And I've seen that so many times when people come to my metaverse and first they have no clue and think, oh, what is this now, where I'm going? And then immediately, first, they start to create their avatar, and in particular, they want to know what they wear. So if they get an assigned avatar, like in spatial, when you enter in my metaverse, then everyone is saying, every skeptical, oh, I want to look different. Oh, I want to have a different dress or a different outfit, which already shows you your avatar is your extended self. And your avatar is something you can deeply relate to. And that is an important fact, because when we know that, we have found also in neuroscience, when a doctor talks, when you as an avatar talk to a doctor, it's much more that you are much more open. And again, if you create fashion in the metaverse, in the virtual worlds, it has immediately an effect also on your well-being, as we have seen with all the studies I showed you before. So it can be used also for better mental health. And if we look in the bigger picture, how brain-chip interfaces with, for example, this woman is couldn't speak and cannot move, had a heart stroke. With a brain-chip interface, she created a digital avatar. You see that there's not a digital twin of herself. She wanted to be that woman, and now she can communicate worldwide, and now she can do whatever she wants. Obviously, we have a lot of ethical questions, data privacy questions. We also have questions about deep fake in the same part. We see another Neuralink. You can control your computer with, this is the Neuralink from Elon Musk. You can control a computer with your brain thoughts. So just imagine also what you can do when we talk about in the fashion world. But let's just go one further. We all think about brain chip interfaces and big headsets and so on, but China University has already developed something which is more like an AirPod. So also the lines between the virtual reality and the real reality, when we use very simple tools like this, are blurring, and we might also want to accept different digital entities and not what we are today to express ourselves. And what the next big development is certainly these glasses instead of the headset. I've tried the the Apple Vision Pro. It's amazing how you feel. You really feel you are real, and you feel even more. But as we have seen from all the brain research, it's interesting. As soon as you see something also in virtual worlds, you feel it, your whole body feels it. I mean, AI can now also smell, but even without smell, even without haptic suit, you can change and you can really work on your mental health. When people came back from Afghanistan, they had also training in virtual world. And just imagine how you will look and how this will feel to you. So the creation of my metaverse has been done with all of this in mind. I want to show you a bit why, how I did this. See if that works.
So that looks very, very cool. So, and is it open to like, is it permissionless? Yeah, and is it open for people to visit? I mean, your platform, yeah?
Yeah, everyone can come. And that's also
Uh-huh.
one of the things, so that you can come anytime. I have a number of events there, and you see one of them was also called
Oh.
Magic in the Air, where we co-created fashion together. We also, people come from different backgrounds, people have different ideas. I usually also have neuroscientists with me where we talk about the very things we just also discussed. Yeah. So the big question is now, which world do you want to live in? And I've obviously invite everyone. We have another big event on the 28th where we also talk about humanity, spaces, the interaction. We have one big virtual influencer, one of the biggest in the world, also being a UN ambassador with us. And I hope I will see you there. I know.
Yeah, thank you. So, and let's use your platform for our next season. I mean, in April, May, yeah, next year. So we
Sure.
can invite people to you. So maybe we can organize some special event there, maybe with the United Nations. I don't know. So you decide. But you have this. You are this bridge, this bunch of connections here of different elements. Yeah, like humanity, technology, innovations, and fashion.
Yeah, it's really this is, I think,
Oh,
the big picture we should aim for, where we all talk about AI, but in reality, it's about humanity, innovation, deep tech, bringing it together and making sure that we create abundance for all of us. This is should be really what we are aiming for. At least that is very close to my heart, and I hope with the talk today, we can also bring it closer to people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot for
That's it.
having me. I'm very
Yeah.
open for questions now.
Questions, yeah. So we collected questions from our community. There are lots of them, so I'm not sure that we can ask all of them, but still. So you mentioned like beauty, it's deeper than fashion, yeah, just fashion. Fashion is just a systematical approach and attitude how to implement beauty style, yeah, to add some value to your status, yeah, and so on. But it is connected to beauty. Beauty is deeper, yeah. And you touched innovation. So what about digital kind of a beauty? Thank you for your explanation that digital twins isn't the best way. So there shouldn't be just copies. So it's clear. So the market spends 2 years, 2 or 3 years in making digital copies of everything. It was just copies, yeah. And of course, the capacity and of it, yeah, the opportunities are like lots of them to do whatever you want in terms of beauty, at least. Yeah. So my question is, and you are from Switzerland, and there is a beauty of financial engineering as well, not just in beauty, and there is the technological beauty. And you mentioned, for instance, mathematics and geometry. So I mean, all elements can be connected. And thank you, for instance, in Metaverse Fashion Council branding, we use ideal platonic solids like the symbol of beauty. Yeah, so we never ever try to use something like concrete, yeah, something specific in fashion, because we said like, okay, here's a cube. Cube is ideal. It's like polygonal figure, yeah, of regular with regular faces, with regular angles, and so on. Yeah. So my question is, if the future is this connection of digital beauty, digital financial engineering and beauty, and mathematically oriented, and with a human like basis, still, of course, it's all about humans. Yeah. Are avatars going to be another kind of customers? What do you think about it? Are they, that practically, for instance, we already have one participant. It's AI-based centered model who produces money. So, and he or she, I don't know who, the fuck. And it's from fashion, and not just money, but it produces goods, garments, and money for fashion industry. And this the fuck AI model has its of sure of his presentation this Saturday. We'll see. I mean, there's a new economy there, and maybe we cannot just use AI in promotion of what we really have now. Maybe we can sell to them. Maybe they can produce money, yeah, and maybe we can exchange with value. So tell us. So you have this experience, and maybe United Nations, as an ambassador of United Nations, yeah, one day you will make this bridge between United Nations and AI-based avatars, like other population or other people. Yeah, tell us.
Is this I mean, you put it as one question, but in reality, many questions
Yeah.
in one question. Yeah. So the role of avatars is huge in my view, and you mentioned, yeah, we copied ourselves in digital twin, but remember, we are not even yet there. So when we look at Synthesia and HeyGen, we also use it for us and our clients. Today I'm here in person. That's why you can hear my dog barking, my mother coming in. So you have all this interactivity, but I could equally send my digital avatar now, and it's the technology, as you know, is so far advanced that you can talk to me, but it's not me. So the big question is really, how much is me? Because I have very limited knowledge of X, Y, Z as a human, but as my avatar, I can be Einstein. It's not a problem because I can do all of these things together. So there are big questions out there. A lot of people use also avatars right now already for the videos, for the explanation, because you can't be in the same place at the same time. Avatars are also trained with your knowledge, but I think it's far beyond your knowledge, because I can be the next Einstein, at least my avatar can be. And where is the limit? How far we go? And I think there's basically no limit. So that's point one. Point two, in terms of the avatars, which maybe are not digital twin, again, I can have 3, 4, 5, 6 different identities. And Gen Z is already super used to it, as you know, from playing Roblox, Minecraft, other games. I can be whatever I want, yeah, in whatever I want. So how do we connect this with the bigger picture, as you correctly point out, and as we discussed before, the human picture? How do we create abundance for all? There will be, and there are already, new economies. And in the next event, which we will have on the 28th of September, we certainly have also one of the biggest virtual influencer creating not a new economy because it's non-commercial, but we know that other influencers have new economies in terms of commercial. But this specific Leah Love is called, I in particular love, because she is a messenger, she is an ambassador, she is really driving humanity. But the question is also, in Hollywood, I recently had a Hollywood filmmaker I interviewed. Do we need actors anymore? Do we need humans? What is our role in the society? So there are much bigger questions out there where it's scary on one hand, but on the other hand, it's exciting. So if we all if we all can do whatever we want, we probably would do things differently. Do we all want to go to the beach? But yeah, who can afford it? So do we need universal basic income? We don't even need to go to the Mars with spaceship. So we have
Yeah,
enough possibilities here.
yeah.
So which world do we want to live in? This is really the very big question we have to respond to.
And there's another, the basis for another question. So what is the role of women in building and creating of this new world? Because without this human touch, yeah, and women are better than men, I can tell it, yeah. I mean, speak about the building of this new world, yeah. So the role of women should be more and more important. It should be really more important than it is now, yeah. So please tell us about that. Yeah.
You
So
are
what?
wonderful giving me these lines because I'm also a co-founder of an initiative called Global Women in Deep Tech, and we try to create this bridge between female founders and leaders and investors. And as you say, it's not only because of the skill set, but also female founders have better success rates in terms of better valuation, creating value in terms of real, you can say, dollars, yeah? Which is quite amazing. So they create better value, have different skill sets which are driving this, and thirdly, on the other hand, they are not as big they don't have the same big investors. So that's why we have created this foundation. And when you look at Femitopia, which you mentioned at the beginning, we have also there this same mission. And the mission we have also highlighted at the beginning for Femitopia is a world where only it's like a bit scary again for some. They say, how can you tell that kind of story? So it's basically AI is taking over, and AI decides that only women are valid to survive. So male are dying, and I love my husband and I love my family, but this is an extreme to show when AI takes over and looks at all the facts, then women start talking to animals, and this is to protect the world, to protect the nature, to protect the animals. AI decides we need to do things differently, and AI creates a virus. So that's Femitopia. It's not a virtual world, but we start step by step to establish the story, to give it a meaning. We have a lot of AI generated pictures. We also have benefit for the WWF and also for UN Women. So I'm a big fan and promoter for all my life, already mentor for women, but we need action and we need to have more investment. We need to have, as you say, we need to have much more. When I started my career, I was one of the very few women, and I also always said, no quota, we don't want quotas. Now I see it completely different because after so many years, a lot of things haven't changed, and I'm very glad that we have people like you who are big allies there. So how do we do it? I think we do it through partnerships, through providing platforms. If we just wait for government, I don't think we will get there.
Thank you for clarification. Yeah. So, and by the way, next time, maybe for next season, like April and May, we invite you to Silicon Valley, to Bay Area, where we are, like tech companies and startups are here. So next time you come to New York, and then just like make additional 5 hours flights to us. Yeah. I mean, we just had a meeting with Stefano Galassi, another member of Metaverse Fashion Council. So we decided to bring in fashion brands here, and maybe not just fashion brands. I mean, for the meetings, for maybe breakfasts or dinners among C-level people, not just from fashion brands, not just from corporations. It's easy for us. It's just business. But we need this human touch, this, as you say, yeah, like in the air. Yeah, so beauty is, we need beauty. Yeah. You know, San Francisco is the city where 275,000 official millionaires live. Yeah, and it's not the most stylish city in the world. It's a great city. We love San Francisco. Yeah? And I've been living to Paris, to Milan. I can compare to other cities. Yeah, New York, but San Francisco is great. But in this like by this angle, yeah. So we have something to add. You have something to add. I mean, women's touch, humanity touch, beauty, yeah, as it is. So money is here, technology is here. People are okay with just like California style, you know, this. I do it, yeah, but I'm not a fashionista. So when you go to the street, yeah, so you don't see enough beauty on the streets. I mean, with the fashion, with everything, yeah. So with the interior designs, yeah. So that's what we need, and you are more than welcome. And be an ambassador of beauty in this world of money and technology. Yeah. So this is our invitation. Yeah. So
as a banker, this is the beauty
yeah.
of my or financial services. But in my entire life, you will see from my CV, I've been always focusing very much on, also when you are at banks with digital solution, and now with new solutions, you can be more inclusive. You have so many possibilities. Yeah? It's just a matter of mindset. It's not a matter of the tools.
Yeah. Thank you. And what about Femitopia? Yeah. So do you have some specific information about your plans for 2025? I mean, connected to US or to technology, so maybe we can collaborate here as well. Yeah. So because
Yeah.
tell us.
Yeah, so Femitopia is really right now. It's we create art, and we create these beautiful pictures of women, and they are beautiful. And some people said, "Why you take this beautiful?" But we have these pictures of women with all kind of different animals, and we create them in an environment which you see. It's not possible to create them in reality. And that's on purpose. So it's not only the mission and the story, it's also that. And then because we know that people need to relate to something and have the haptic, it's not yet in virtual world. So what we have done is in real world, you get that picture and you have that picture on the wall, basically. Yeah. And that's again to address mainly people who are not like we are already in the metaverse, yeah, and we are already in the new world. We want to transition people from where they are, and we don't make big money with it. It's more the money we get, we also give to other organizations like UN Women and WWF. So it's this kind of where we start. And then our in an ideal scenario, we find also sponsors to create this virtual world and to span on this story which we have created. We have a YouTube video which we created last year, where you look at it now, you see we created everything with AI, again on purpose to show the creation with AI, the power of AI, the meaning of AI. And in that YouTube video, you have the researcher, Dr. Serena Vega, my alter ego, researching and asking AI, help us please, to the point that it's not my digital twin, it's my alter ego, to the point, help us please, AI, to find the best solution for our planet to save us. And the best solution was virus. So these are provocative questions, and we have created this video, which I would say when we do it today with Runway, Midjourney, it will be even better. But we used everything digitized with the means we had at the time, and it's just showing people the mission we are on. And I've shown this last year at World Economic Forum and the Innovation Days there, and people really get it. They understand it's a journey, and it's as I said, I get a lot of questions. Yeah, how can you do this, and why is the virus only for, why the women only survive, and why and this is good. This is good. We need the whys, we need to how, we need the what, we need to have these discussions, and it's not all mainstream. This is what I love.
So you can share this video, yeah, with us, so we can promote it.
Yeah, I can share it with you. It's official. It's on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. First,
Yeah.
and then I have collection of AI originated pictures, yeah, by your Femitopia members. Yeah, let's make some kind of a not exhibition, but I mean like let's show this collection, because we are launching the Telegram based mini app game, yeah, for like mass adoption of blockchain technology and real people, in real humans, and
Yeah,
real
you know,
humans
I
use
think we have to
managers. Yeah.
transition. We have to have real assets. We have to have digital assets.
Yes.
We shouldn't be stuck with one or the
Uh-huh.
other. Like also fashion, when we created together with other creators on in Metaverse, we created fashion for my Metaverse event, and we had so much fun. But it was all for the avatars, yeah. So, and we did market sell it then later, but it was the beginning, and we were like, oh, we are all the small creators, yeah, we are not Dress X, but let's just do it. Let's just have this experience of creating together, doing something together. That's also Web3. That's beautiful, because you create together as people who maybe are from financial services like me. They start creating. I always love creating, so why you shouldn't do it? Yeah.
Thank you so much. We decided you can create a collection. You can curate the collection for us. We can publish it. We can push it. Let's think about it. Let's make an interview with you and publish it and promoting the cluster of ideas first. And then you'll share the video. Okay. And thank you so much, Dr. Marta, yeah, for being with us, for this touch of beauty in this boring, smart conference. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, and talk to you soon. And please provide us the material.
I will send you some links, and you can decide.
Thank you.
And thanks a lot for having me today and being so open for all my crazy ideas.
Thank you. Yeah, and we're quite
Sometimes.
inspired. And for next season, let's do something at Martaverse. Yeah,
Yes.
and let's make a collection with Femitopia. Let's do something with UN. Yeah, United Nations is very important here now. So we're speaking now, and right now, Vladimir Putin is announcing something terrible. I mean, we need peace. We need
Yeah,
peace.
we need
Yeah,
peace.
and peace comes from humans. Yeah, like okay. So I don't want to touch any politics, but I mean that okay, you are one of the very important people in this area of peace bringing from United Nations to all of us with the help of beauty, technology, whatever, and women's touch. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. No, thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great evening. Thank you. See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.